Welcome to the chilling story of the haunted house. Follow the journey of the family of four as they move into their new home, only to be plagued by strange and terrifying events. From mysterious scratch marks and unexplained accidents, to the feeling of being watched and the whispers in the dead of night, this family is left struggling to make sense of it all. Join us as we unravel the mystery of the haunted house, a tale that will leave you on the edge of your seat and question what is real and what is just in their heads. Get ready for a spine-tingling journey through the dark and twisted events that scarred this family for life. Once the family of four, consisting of John, Sarah, Michael, and little Emily, moved into their new home, they were informed about the tragic history of the place. The previous resident, a woman named Maria, had fallen victim to the violence of her abusive husband and lost her life in the very home that they now lived in. The family brushed it off as mere superstition, but as time passed, strange occurrences began to take place. John, the father, started waking up with mysterious scratch marks all over his body, which left him feeling anxious and paranoid. Meanwhile, Michael, the older brother, was notorious for being mean to Sarah and Emily. Each time he acted out, he would come down with scratches on his skin, making it seem as though an unseen force was punishing him for his cruel behavior. One day, Michael took things too far and hit Emily with a blunt object, causing her to cry out in pain. That night, as he slept, he was suddenly jolted awake by a sharp pain in his nose. He reached for the light, only to find his hands covered in blood. Michael's nose had started to bleed profusely, and he was convinced that it was a result of the vengeful spirit that haunted the house. The family's last day in the house was marred by a tragic incident. Michael and John were practicing wrestling moves, when in a moment of recklessness, Michael accidentally broke John's arm. The family quickly packed up and moved out, unable to bear the thought of spending another night in the haunted house. However, Michael swears that if it wasn't for their imminent departure, he wouldn't have survived the night. As the family settled into their new home, strange events continued to occur. Emily would often wake up screaming from nightmares, and Sarah would hear whispers in the dead of night. The scratches on Michael's skin never fully healed, and John's broken arm never seemed to heal properly either. It was as if the malevolent spirit that haunted their former home had followed them, determined to make their lives a living hell. Years went by, and the family tried to put the past behind them, but the horrors of that fateful house continued to haunt them. They were never able to shake off the feeling of being watched, and the unexplained occurrences seemed to only increase with time. Eventually, the family became too scared to stay in their own home and moved away, hoping to escape the grasp of the vengeful ghost. However, the ghost proved to be unrelenting. No matter where they went, the family was plagued by eerie happenings and unexplained accidents. It seemed as though the spirit was determined to punish the family for their transgressions, even though they had no idea what they had done to deserve such wrath. In the end, the family was left with more questions than answers. Was it truly a vengeful spirit, or was it all in their heads? Regardless of the explanation, the family was left scarred for life, unable to escape the horrors of the haunted house that once was their home.